Wessen of Fuma?
Female.
A Fuma or Fuma?
A female.
Welcome back to Internet is Forever TV. Today we're diving into the wild world of fake brands. Some are obvious knockoffs like Abibas, and others boldly use real names like Nike or Dior. But what you get is anything but. From sketchy sneakers to dangerous fake makeup kits, we've uncovered some of the weirdest and riskiest products being sold online. Let's take a look at what happens when you trust the internet just a little too much. First up, this Stanley cup from TikTok shop looks real. Same name, same logo, but it's half the price, and the color's just a bit off.
I cannot fathom how this is allowed. I'm Grace. I like to test products and experiences out to see if they're worth it or not. And here we have a real Stanley and the Stanley off of TikTok shop. And I thought we would compare them. And this is so interesting. I do not know how they're allowed to do this. It's crazy. I'm going to talk you through the differences. Number one, you can see the color pink is a little bit different. We've got this color pink and kind of color brown. The nail that they use on either of the cups are a little bit different as well. The other main difference is the spout on the real one is a lot smaller, whereas this one's quite thick. And I will say the other thing I've noticed is that the Stanley one, everything's a lot harder to do. I guess because it's more durable, but this straw comes up really easily. Whereas this one, you have to like really hoik it up. This one like doesn't move around when you wiggle it, whereas this one is all over the shop. I just find this absolutely wild. How are they allowed to do this? I just don't understand it. Also, you have to be careful with dupes because you don't know what's gone in them. And I'm a little bit worried that this has got some nasty things that have made it. Talking looks, they look pretty identical. It's absolutely crazy to me. But do they last the same? We'll have to see.
I found a lot of fake brands in Uzbek bazaar. For example, like this Louis Vuitton. Let's take a look at more. Uzbek version of Calvin Klein is Kailin Kelai. But the print is Gucci? Shoe brand Skechers. 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 Why are you even doing this? Wait for it, I completely forgot about this one. Balenciaga. It's freaking Balenciaga. Okay, once again. Balenciaga. Balenciaga. Of course, there was Christian Dior on top of a frozen cap for kids. The last one, you tell me if it's Guess or Gucci, or it's maybe an original brand. Kowoi. Why?
Next clip. She thought it was the real deal, a luxury bag bought years ago for big money. Turns out it was fake all along.
This is a fake Chanel bag. I bought this in the Hamptons years ago. Paul actually bought it for me. I think it was $3,100 plus tax. And I thought it was stunning. I knew it wasn't practical. It was brought to my attention by two authenticators that it is fake for many reasons. Just to educate you, I guess one of the reasons is that this particular type of acrylic was not used by them to make this bag. And I guess these C's aren't straight. And the patina, I guess the color of the gold, is not authentic. So this is a fake bag. I will now wear this fake bag proudly as a symbol that you have to do your research. It's always best to buy in the store. Buying real means it's actually an investment and something you can pass down to your kids. Most importantly, if you buy something on the secondary market, you must make sure that they provide you an authenticity certificate from a trusted authenticator. This is not the first time
This one's just fun. She's listing fake Nike brand names people actually bought.
Mike. Hike. Nick. Nick. Want some new sliders? Oh, I'll tell you where I'll look. Can I? I love can I? Kane. Nikki. impressed, not impressed. They're all good, just depends what you like. No. Some of these Nike Fit brands are really nice. Nike! No. No.
Wow. So this shoe is Gucci, Valentino, and Lacoste.
Next video, this guy came in confident. First pair, real Jordans. Second pair, the Authenticator took one look and hit him with the sorry bro. That disappointment, you could feel it through the screen.
So we got some Bapeses. Cool. I think these are what, metallic white Jordan 5s? And then we got, looks like Oreo 5s? Oh! The switch up. Mochas. That's not good. So I don't know if these are good. I get those checked. They're probably fake though. The way you can't, you know what I mean? Like feel how firm some of these shoes are. They're usually supposed to be way firmer than that. You know what I mean? Not supposed to happen.
I got them from my friend on my football team.
Yeah, they might have got you. Those are one of the most faked shoes of all time.
Coca-Cola left Russia because of the sanctions, but 2 years later dozens of fake brands showed up instead, like B Cola and Cool Cola, way cooler than the original, Funky Monkey Cola, this cola that pretends to be sparkling water, Royal Cola, Jumbo Cola, that came, saw and conquered the market, Original Cola imported from China, Dream Mix brand, Bambilla Cola, Siberian Land that tastes exactly like a pine tree. There's so many fake brands here, it feels like you're in a video game every time you go to the supermarket.
Next up, she bought what looked like real K18. Same packaging, same price, but one use and she knew it was fake. New buyers, good luck until your hair feels like hay.
I recently got caught out and was sold a fake K18 hair mask. Now, had I not had this product before, I might not have realised I'd been sold a fake, but I have and I knew it. So now that I've got both, I wanted to show you what to look out for so this doesn't happen to you. It did come boxed, but the box was slightly bigger and a different colour of red, but a fairly good copy. The most important way to recognise is the bottle. The original is a matte finish bottle and all the writing is printed on the bottle itself. This is a good way to tell whether you've got the real thing as well. The pump again is slightly smaller than the copies, and the product itself, anyone that has used this know that when you massage K18 it turns white, it turns an opaque white, it has a scent, it smells lovely, it's really nice and creamy, and this is the real deal. The fake K18 has a shiny bottle, slightly bigger, the writing slightly different, the writing's bigger, and there is no writing on the rest of the bottle, only on the front, and this again is a telltale sign that your bottle of K18 is not authentic. With the fake, I don't know what was in this, but to me it just felt like a very cheap conditioner, completely different consistency, very watery, and definitely not K18. With the original K18, you will have the serial number printed on the underside of the bottle, as well as a hole on the outer edge. With the fake, there will be no serial number and the hole is in a different position. This is another surefire way to tell. So beware that Amazon are now on the case, banned the seller, and I got a full refund, and I won't be doing that again.
I love shopping in China. Here are some of my favorite brands. Adidas. Knife. This nugget. Nubev. Moi. Chimp Puma. ML Busa. This is 100% real ML Busa. Authentic. Pama. Chanela. Gokoi. Bayan Ola. And my personal favorite, Antonio McQueen.
Next clip, she found a Dior palette with a too good to be true discount. And, yep, it was.
I got scammed by Walmart. So if you're a makeup artist or if you love makeup, you might have seen that their Backstage Glow Face Palette was on sale. And so I'm like, ooh, this is a must-have in my kit. Let me purchase 4 of them. But when I received the package, I'm like, okay, this looks weird. Like, this is a product that I've been using for over 5 years. So I was like, you know what? Let me open it. And here we are. I could tell right away that this is a fake Dior palette. And let me show you the inside. The colors are definitely off. They look very texture and powdery. And I'm gonna show you what the real one looks like. This is the original. It's glowy. You can tell just by the video that it's soft. It's just, and let me do some swatches for you. All right, let's start out with the pink one here. Just from grabbing a little bit, what in the pastiness is here, but look at that. Yeah, there's no pigmentation. Now let me show you the other one, clean finger, like the original palette, as to what it should look like. You see the difference? Oh, glowy. Look at that. The fake product, the original. So we gotta be careful purchasing at Walmart online because, you know, the third-party vendors might be selling counterfeited, however you say that. And this is also just a reminder, you know, when a deal is too good to be true. Well, yep, it happened to me. So just in case, sharing with you girlies.
Baum. Mini.
Ini nggak ada spot, cuma spot wajah.
Sport.
Aduh, Pak.
Mini.
Ini baru Baum.
Up next, she thought she was buying plus-size jeans from a well-known brand. But when they arrived, that brand was nowhere to be found. Just some mystery denim and disappointment.
This brand stole my money. I've been waiting for this for probably a month and a half. Finally came. Couldn't be more excited. Scrolling TikTok, I saw this and I'm like, get all my money. Like, I need this. Talking to you guys. No waist, fat asses. That's what I'm talking about. You have to buy jeans and it's a freaking nightmare because they look like shit. Like, they look like super good and then they get on your waist and there's like that big gap over here. These are the jeans. They look cute. Problem is, they're not Levi's. They fucking stole my money. So this is the order. Levi adjustable women's. I saw it on TikTok. It was on my For You page. Probably you guys bought it too. And this is the website, Free Girls. I paid $46.98 for these jeans and they were supposed to be Levi's and they're not. How they look like. Here says fashion, no tag, nothing. Like what's inside. This is how they look like. Absolutely no tag, not Levi's tag. If you see it on your For You page, do not buy it because they're like cheap jeans that you can find for $10.
Abibas. Das. Hei. Abibas. Ada Adines. Adis. Adidid. Diads. Bibos. Absides. Das. Adidas. Adadis. David.
Next clip, here's a brave man buying perfume from a street seller in Turkey. The bargaining? A plus, but the perfume? Let's just say, always check before you pay.
I fell for the fake perfume scam in Turkey.
You said 2 for 500, and then it was a really good deal. Where's my change? You don't have much? Okay, you have change? Okay. All of a sudden, you have change. Hey, don't be tricky boy to me, man. Hey, don't be tricky boy. Thank you, brother. There you go. Boss, you're awesome. All right. I respect it, bro. Straight out. Get out here. Fucking grinding these streets, bro. Appreciate it.
When we opened them, they were fake bottles.
Adidas. Adidas. What brand are your shoes? Mine's Nike. I wash myself with bucket. You know what I really fancy? Ennixners. I've got a real craving for some Ennixners. Oh yeah, he's really rich. He bought me a Rolex. He bought me a Rolex. It's legit. I really fancy a Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Should we go to Pizza Hut?
We're in the heart of Bodrum, going undercover to find the best fakes that the destination has to offer. Come with me. Here's one of the stores right here. As you can see, it is absolutely filled with bags. I've immediately spotted a Kelly in the window. Really good quality fakes are upstairs. How much are these mini Kellys? This one, how much is this one? $600? Euros.
750.
Wow.
That's if you want more something we can advise.
How much was your Miu in London, Sophie? 1,000.
So cheap.
So cheap, yeah.
We have same one.
You have... How much is your one?
This is Turkish real.
Turkish real. How much is this one? How much is it?
It's 280.
280, and your one was 1,000. That's nuts.
Next up, she claims she bought a fake Chanel bag from an actual Chanel store. If that's true, that's not just a scam, that's a scandal. Somebody's got explaining to do.
I think the real Chanel store in Milan sold me a fake Chanel bag. Okay, she's really pretty. She's this like little pearl top, but here's the first thing I notice. So there's this very blurry made in Italy stamp. You can see it's like fading. And I was looking online and no other bag has a stamp in this. Second, there's no Chanel on this button, which usually every piece of hardware has the logo in some way on it. Also, I know their quality has gone down, but this zipper feels really, really cheap. Like it seems like something that would be on like a Hanes sweatshirt. I don't know if you can tell in the video. And then lastly, it's just the stitching is just, it's not amazing. Like it's good, but it just like looks a little weird in some spots. I only have one day left in Italy to return her, so what do we think?
Next clip, classic scene. Bargaining hard for a fake Stanley Cup in China's famous counterfeit market. They've got colors you've never seen, and prices that drop faster than the lid on these things. It's not shopping, it's sport.
Oh, Stanley. But how much is it?
Dorsal.
Oh, good.
Dorsal.
Chinese.
Yes. Okay, give for this price. Yeah.
That's $31. I could almost buy a new one for that.
Yeah. Okay, how about give 140?
Taiguela.
Oh my god. That's so clever. And the big
Not
size.
bad.
Okay, you speak
But it's not 140. No, no.
Moment, you speak Chinese very good. Okay, best price for you. 120. Okay.
50.
I'm so sorry. 50 is my cost is more high than your 50. I promise.
Well, then what's your cost?
My cost price is more high you this 80.
You keep going down. Why don't you just tell me the low one? Just tell me your low.
Okay, 70. And then you look.
I have. It's okay.
Maybe you like this massage.
He's my massage. Share, thank you.
I don't care who you are, as a consumer, we all need to know this. I was just browsing the clearance section at TJ Maxx and found this beautiful dress. Alice & Olivia is a high-end brand. Per the tag on this dress, this retailed for $595. TJ Maxx originally priced this at $149, and it was clearance. I know Alice & Olivia, and they do not make dresses like this. So always check that inside tag. This brand is sold at Target, Love Shack Fancy. And now taking a closer look at that label, somebody definitely stitched this on. Not only is this sad, but this is so wrong. Someone got an undeserved refund. I did take this to the manager and let them know.
Next, this guy bought Have a Seat Labubu dolls. Package looked legit, but once he opened it, the fakeness hit harder than the price tag.
Look what's arrived, my Have a Seat Labubu's Pop Mart. I got this from StockX. A lot of people have been asking me where I've been managing to get these. StockX do a really good job at verifying that these products are authentic before sending the product to you from the seller. They put this little like verified thing on it. There are other ways to check, but I trust StockX right now. So we have Hihi, Cici, Dada, Zizi, Baba, and Kwee, I think? I'm not too bothered about the secret again. I do kind of want a secret just because I haven't pulled one from any of the unboxings I've done, but if I don't get Dada, I'm going to be really annoyed. I don't have any of these, so I'm happy with any of them, to be honest with you. I believe StockX, but the best way you could do it for yourself is scratch. There's this little QR code at the back, and then underneath it is like a little scratchy off thing. You just need the last 4 numbers, which I've scratched away. Something seems off. Potentially. I can't tell if the coloring's off or if I'm imagining things now. Bad news, these are fake, which is such a shame. The reason I bought through what they call again StockX is because they have a verification system. I don't know what that system is because these are fake. When I was scanning the QR code on the back here, it's meant to take you to a Pop Mart website. However, it took me to this website, which is fake, and a Pop Mart website, which is also fake, which the internet basically warns you are fake. When I actually look at them, there are a few inconsistencies, like the hairline is very bad quality. The ears on them are awful as well. The eyes kind of don't line up. So that's a shame. I trusted StockX. I contacted them and they said that for me to send them back, they're going to try and re-verify them, which I've just done that process. They're not official, and then see if I can get a refund or not. So hopefully, I explain they're all blind boxes, so I can't give them to you in the state that they arrived, which they asked for. The QR code is still in this bit of cellophane, but we'll see. It's a shame because I've got a few things from StockX coming, and now I'm worried they're not authentic because I now don't trust the process. She's authentic though. Everything checks out with her, so that's a relief.
Next up, another pair of Jordans under the microscope. And yeah, they didn't pass the test.
She caught a fake pair of shoes.
No, yeah, so it's gonna be like this smell, basically. The air unit right here is like way too soft. The actual structure of the shoe, to the way it's laced down, the tissue paper inside, and then when you're looking at them on box label, there's no RFID, and then this is the wrong color purple. It's supposed to be dark blue. Of course, I got you.
This one's terrifying. A woman shares how fake skincare left her face red, swollen, and clearly in pain. She thought she was buying something safe. Instead, it caused real damage. Be careful out there. Some fakes don't just waste your money, they hurt.
My face. I can't believe I'm having to do this, but I need to make people aware. My face is so sore, swollen. It's just horrendous. Now, especially if you're a content creator, you need to watch this. Everybody needs to watch it, but especially if you're a content creator, because you do not want to be getting these products out there. I was gifted a couple of things to do some content with. Now, these brands were not new to me. I've used them before. So obviously I was happy to receive them, but they're fakes. They are definitely fakes. I didn't even know this was a thing after doing a little bit of research this morning. They're fakes. This is actually a brand that I love, and it's a newer. This one is actually new to me, but it came in the set. It is a hot leaf cleanser. One of these and one of these. Now, as you can see, one I already had and one came in the set. This is the one that I already had. This is the one that came in the set. Now, I've been using a newer for a very long time. This is the fake. Literally cannot tell any different. They look exactly the same. This is the niacinamide serum. Now, you can tell a difference with this. This is the fake, this is the real one. As you can see, it is much brighter. It seems a little bit more of a thicker consistency. But other than that, everything on the bottle is exactly the same. I just can't believe it. The Ordinary. There are fakes of The Ordinary. I don't know why. I don't know why people feel the need to do it, but they have. And the reason why I realised this. Now, these two are directly from The Ordinary. These two I was gifted by a seller that is on TikTok. So they sent me a collaboration, I accepted, they sent me these. Now, I know that this is fake, and the reason why I know this is fake, because I've been using this many years. The first thing that I noticed is when I put this on, normally you get like a little tingling, and I put this on and I had no tingling whatsoever. And I thought, well, that's strange. So I've tried it a couple of times, absolutely nothing. And I also thought when I was applying it to my face, like you only need a tiny bit, people overuse this, but the pigment didn't seem very red. I'm just going to show you the difference. Now, after taking them out and holding them up, I realised that this one is much more red than this one, and this is the fake. I really shouldn't be doing this at the minute because my face is so sore, but I'm just going to show you the difference. So as you can see, this one has hardly got any redness to it, and the real one has. Now the real one has a slight tingle, this one did nothing, and that's what I thought. I thought, hang on a minute, this doesn't seem right. And that's when I had a little look. I'm gonna get this off because my face is burning. Oh. It's honestly like, it's, well, you can see, just look at the state of it. Again, I have both of these already, and there is no difference. There's no difference. They even have the little blue code thing on the bottom of the bottle, which the Ordinary products do. I'm just absolutely gutted. Thought, right, I'm going to give myself a nice little routine with some of my favourites. The cleansing oil, I didn't really notice anything at all. Nothing rang any bells. I thought it was normal. Then I washed my face with this, and I thought, well, a newer products don't sting. This one felt like it was starting to sting a little bit, so I washed it off. And then I saw these two and I thought, well, that's a bit odd. But I didn't really, I just didn't put two and two together. And then when I used this, and this is from two different shops, by the way. And when I was using this, I thought, well, this is not right. I know it's not right. I've been using it too long. And then my face, like I literally had it on a minute and my face was just getting redder and redder and redder by the minute. I noticed when I got out the shower that it was slightly red. And then using everything else, it just became so inflamed, so red, so quickly. Be careful with what you are purchasing. Be careful what you are accepting as samples. Do your research. One of the things that I like to do is I like to support small businesses. I'm a small influencer. I know what it's like when you're struggling to get somewhere. So I don't really go on how many stars a shop has got, how many followers a shop has got. I look at a couple of reviews, and if they look all right, and even if they've got 40 followers, I will give it a go because we've all got to start somewhere. Now, unfortunately, I will not be doing that because I'm absolutely terrified. Look how red my face is getting as we're talking. It is just swelling up more. So now, I'm absolutely mortified. So now I am going to make sure that I go through everything with a thin tooth comb. Luckily I'm pretty switched on with skincare. I never do any content with anything that I don't know or that I haven't used for at least a couple of weeks. Hence why I picked up on these being not right so quickly. It's just, you wouldn't know the difference. You just would not know the difference. Look underneath my eyes, like they're starting to swell. So yeah, watch what you're buying. I've got a Garnier one to do as well, and I am going to be using a filter on that because there is no way I'm doing that video with this.
And that's the wild world of fake brands. From TikTok Stanley cups to fake Chanel bags and mystery makeup that belongs in a lab, not on your face. Some fakes are funny, some are scary, and some are just plain dangerous. So next time you spot a deal, remember, if it looks too good to be true, it probably ships with no return policy. Stay sharp, shop smart, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because the internet never forgets. And neither do we. See you in the next one.
I bought these fake AirPod Maxes for $7 at Five Below, which doesn't really make sense now that I think about it. Please tell me that's not micro USB, man. I don't think AirPod Maxes can actually bend like this. It's kind of cool that these can, though. None of these materials feel good by any means, but for $7, as long as they don't give me like leprosy, it's fine. All right, let's get these connected. They don't contour to your head at all. It's like, this is where the ear cup is and it's staying there. Oh my God. Did you ever do that thing as a kid where you would like have one can connected to another can with a string, then you would talk into one end to hear it out the other end? That's exactly how they sound. These were fighting an uphill battle because, you know, they're a fake version of a product that is not even good in the first place. But yeah, still worse than expected.
Where did you get this at?
I bring it for my son.
You know it's not real though.
No, that this is fake.
I know, but it's not good to be.
Yeah, sure.
So this is like international property rights.
Fake iPhones are getting suspiciously good. Like from first glance, this is an iPhone 15 Pro Max. And then when you turn it on, it actually pops up with an Apple logo. Like look at the startup screen. It even has the same like Apple cursive vibe. Like this is ridiculous. This thing is even asking for iPhone analytics. Like what? Look at this freaking homepage, dude. It even has a dynamic island. Even the settings menu is like identical to the iPhone. But one thing they could never beat Apple at, the freaking camera. You're not fooling nobody with this. Get this out of my face. Nothing beats the original.
Okay, so I went to Canal Street in New York where you like negotiate with these like Chinese people. And so the first time I went, I negotiated with this Asian lady and she was like, $200 for a Goyard bag and a Louis Vuitton wallet, and I was like, no, too much. So I negotiated all the way down to $120 for both. So I got this fake Louis Vuitton purse, and then it has like a wallet inside, cute. And then I got a Goyard bag one's for my sister and the one's for me. I got the same one. And then I was like, can I do it $10? And then he was like, we only had a 20, so he gave us 2. And so like mini like Louis Vuitton wallet keychains. And that's it.
Wessen of Fuma?
Fuma?
Of Fuma or Guma?
A Fuma?
A Fuma or Norma?
A Norma?
Or Numa or Dolce & Gabbana?
A Dolce & Gabbana?
A Dolce & Gabbana or Giorgio Armani?
Dolce & Gabbana?
Dolce & Gabbana or Mike?
Mike.
Mike or Hike?
Mike.
Mike or Super Me?
Super Me.
Or Super Me or Supreme?
Super Me.
Super Me or Bosta Classique?
Superman.
Super Me or Prado?
Prado.
Prado or Ganel?
Ganel.
Ganel or Lactose?
Lactose. Luckily I am lactose intolerant.
Oh.